Hello everyone, my name is Jesse and this is the Auditorium where I react to video game music. As a musician myself, I am on this journey of basically hearing every video game song ever apparently, because people keep sending me them. This is the return of Astral Chain. I've only checked this game out once before, a song called Savior. Don't remember much about it, but this is the return. We're listening to a pair of songs called Chimera Takedown, Baron's Mix, and then Jena Catastrophe from the channels VD Autumn and Baron Von Lag. Only thing I slightly recall about Astral Chain is that it's Platinum Games, which is cool because I played Nier and I was a big fan of those. So these are requested by Chris P. Bacon, Ian, and Jer Bear. Thank you so much. Let's revisit Astral Chain. We're going to start with Chimera Takedown. Alright. Don't know who the composer is. Let's go now. Codename Orpheus. I forgot, I didn't see it. Orpheus. Okay. Not Rex. I was expecting that to go. I thought it was going to be all metal. Whoa. A little math rock. Okay. Damn. It sounds so good, like quality-wise. Oh, so many characters. Yeah, this has to be a real band. Oh, it's so rhythmic. Oh, this game looks dope. Oh, we're going like kind of hardcore vibes too. Oh, those famous guitar chords from like 2010. Those were used everywhere back in like the metalcore days. The combat looks so cool. I feel like I'm really loud right now. Test. This looks great. And sounds great. I keep wanting to see the bigger mixture. Cheers from a friend in Arizona. I gotta find out what band this is. We got some cool information on this game, dude. I didn't have footage last time, so this is nice. love how it goes in like, oh, is that a hairless cat? S plus. Damn, dude. That was sick. Like the whole thing caught me by surprise. I have a lot to say before we go to the next song. Damn, dude. Okay, I don't remember the first song I heard leaving that much of an impression. It's been a while. I can't remember every song. But that one was called Savior. I'm gonna have to go listen to it again. See, that's the cool thing about doing so many songs and videos, is that in a way, when I go revisit them later, it's kind of like hearing it again for the first time because I don't remember it. You know, so it's like, oh yeah, cool. And then I get to kind of like rewatch how I reacted to it, which is what you guys do. So I become part of my own audience. I don't know, it's weird. Anyways, so okay, so like I said, the only thing I knew going into it was Platinum Games, which I've experienced with Nier, and I've heard good things, right? Bayonetta, this apparently. I can't think of anything else at the moment, but you know, I've always heard good things about like their combat and all that. And I think Bayonetta 2 also is like praised for its combat. Anywho, musically and visually, mind you, I do not have visuals, and I almost never do, but you know, it's nice. This reminded me of a handful of things that I myself have experienced. Two games that I've played because of the music, which was Devil May Cry and a game called Fury, and I guess Nier. Like when I was watching this, it looked like Nier, Devil May Cry, and Fury, right? Like that's what I was getting. Not the music of Fury, but honestly not too far off. It was this kind of electronic. You know, there's so many subgenres. You know, when I hear this, you know, I was there when the genre came to be, and that was like gent, and there's like math rock, and there's so many things, just prog. You know, whatever you want to call it. It's really cool. It's very technical, but it's also had a bit of like controversy among like the musician world because it's so edited. But that's like a topic for another day, right? It's like kind of like the conversation of auto-tune, and you know how some artists use auto-tune as like a sound choice as opposed to covering their mistakes or compensating, which some do. But you know what I'm saying is, like, when it comes to this music, it's like so heavily edited and chopped together. Everything sounds so clean and cut. But in a way, that's what kind of like, you know, makes it sound so interesting. Not everything is meant to sound the same, you know what I mean? Like things can coexist. And this reminds me of yet another band that I really enjoyed growing up called Within the Ruins. And they have a few songs that are instrumental that are kind of similar to this. If you're a fan of this, I highly recommend a series of songs called Ataxia. I know there's three. So it's Ataxia 1, Ataxia 2, Ataxia 3. There might be a fourth. Could be wrong. But it's kind of like this. It's like a really rhythmic, groovish metal with like a lot of, you know, palm mutings, but also opens up a lot, which this song did a lot. It was like then ba. You know, really cool things you can understand without even being a guitarist. You know, it's just like, oh, like, you know, it sounds tight and constricted here, but opens up for like a chorus type section. A lot of prowess, technical ability. The solos are really cool. A lot of harmony stuff. A lot of legato and tapping. You know, very panache type of playing. But it also really fits the music. And the reason I thought it was like Devil May Cry because it had like the ranking system at the end, and it seemed like the fighting was like a big part of the music as well. So that was cool. And it also says right here Baron's mix, so maybe this song appears more than once, and this is like a certain character's version of it. So what I'm seeing though is I Googled it, and it was nominated for Game Award for Best Action Game. That's crazy. I see the composers now, actually. Hitomi Kurokawa and Satoshi Igarashi. Damn. I don't recognize those names, but yeah. Fighting game, action adventure, shooter game. Yeah. People seem to like it, and it's on the Switch. High ratings, all that. Let's see what the plot is really quick. Or name of the character or something. Oh, it's for the Nintendo Switch. Ooh, that's kind of cool because I'm gonna be buying one soon. This looks like a fun game to play, just to kind of like turn off your brain and do stuff. Let me see. Let's read a little bit. 2019 action adventure hack and slash developed by Platinum Games and published by Nintendo, directed by Takahisa Tara, who was previously lead game designer for Nier Automata. Under supervision by Devil May Cry and Bayonetta series director Hideki Kamiya, and character designs from manga artist Masazaku Katsuda. That's cool. Yeah, I can see that. Damn, yeah, we got a little dream team going on here. Let me know what that manga artist has done. I don't know anything about manga. Set in a dystopian future Earth, the game follows the events of a special police task force that protect remnants of humanity from interdimensional creatures and aberrations that invade the planet, with the story centering on the task force's 2 new twin recruits. Okay. Utilizing the titular Astral chain, the twins restrain and tether the creatures, employing them in combat and investigation, referring to them as legions. The setting of the game draws heavy inspiration from various cyberpunk manga and anime, while the gameplay combines hack and slash combat with role-playing elements and investigative adventure game sections. The gameplay segments revolve heavily around simultaneous controlling of 2 characters, the player, character twin, and their legion. That sounds so dope. I'm about to buy a Switch for the first time pretty soon. A viewer is generously funded it so I can play Xenoblade, but I'm gonna need games to play, and that looked cool. I mean, we still have another song to go, but yeah, the song was great. It sounded fantastic and was just kind of like a type of thing. Very impressive. Did I? Oh yeah, I did see the composers. But does it say like a band theme? Like that had to be a band. Intro music is the Hazita cutscene. If you guys know what band that was, let me know, because that was sick. Next song. This is what I saw last time, just this image. This is Jena Catastrophe. Composer Satoshi Igarashi. Alright. This one's much shorter. Let's see. Jena Catastrophe. More Nier vibes. I'm loving the energy of this. I love these style of vocals quite a bit. That bass drop. Wait, let me hear like the last like 10 seconds there. I thought I heard a voice. Well, this is a rare thing, but here's my announcement that I'll be playing Astral Chain. You know, I told myself, I'm like, when I get a Switch, like, who knows what I'm gonna. Okay, for those that don't know the lore here, some people know about this that have been watching me a long time, but I did not grow up with Nintendo. That's kind of one of the reasons I like started doing this stuff, is because, you know, essentially to hear like everything video game, but mostly the Nintendo stuff, because I didn't grow up with it. I only had it was a Game Boy Color when that came out, so it was like what, 97, 98, something like that. And you know, I knew that I was gonna get one soon, right, to get Xenoblade Chronicles, which I'm excited for. But then after that, I was like, then I'm just gonna have a Switch. Like, what am I gonna do? Like, do I just go down the rabbit hole of my everyone else's childhood, my Marios, my Zeldas, you know, all these games I never played, which I'm sure one day, but you know, I have no time. But then, you know, this kind of was one of those things that like seemed to line up, because one, I don't really look up information, so something told me to look up stuff about Astral Chain, and the fact that it was like Switch, I was like, okay. And then Platinum, I was like, okay. The music, I was like, okay. And then just the vibes I got, like, I'm a huge fan of Nier, mostly Automata. I like them both, but I really, really like Nier Automata with 2B and 9S. Amazing story, amazing gameplay. Only thing I didn't like, it was kind of too easy, but fantastic. And the music was fantastic. And one of the songs that I really liked from that game, my number one song actually was called Dark Colossus, which is from the first game. And then the second favorite song was Possessed by Disease. This song right here was like my top two songs in Nier Automata, which was like a great thing, because those are my favorite songs, right? But not only that, is like the contrast of this from what we just heard. That's exciting. That's really exciting, because this had such, I don't even know, but it gave me that feeling of Nier. And that's I don't know how else to explain it, but it just sounded like Ascension. You know, it gave me this kind of imagery of, you know, now knowing that it was like a manga artist, it gave me this. Since this time I didn't have, you know, visuals, all I kept seeing was like, I don't know if it's like a Dragon Ball Z reference or something, but you know, it seems to be like in anime, there's kind of like this cliche thing that happens when the like characters ascend, and just like blazing speed, and you see all like these speed lines and stuff, and there's like ascending towards something. That's kind of what I got from that. Like, it felt so dun 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 dun. It was just like blinding speed. I would have to assume that's the boss fight or something. I don't know. That was pretty intense. And then it's called Jena Catastrophe, so maybe there's like multiple versions of Jena. Either way, it made me super curious, you know. I'm like excited talking about it. I'm like, damn, that was really cool. And the description of the game sounded cool too. So it might be something that I just, you know, pick up to play when I get my Switch, because the idea of playing like something else that I like the idea of playing something that just kind of came out of nowhere, you know. There's of course a little backlog I have of games that I've always been curious about, but I'm always open to like stuff that I never put a single thought into. I'm just like, oh, what is that? You know. So kind of like A Hat in Time, that was a game that never heard about or cared about, and then I played it and I loved it because of the music, and then it just became one of my favorite games. Oh, speaking of which, this also reminded me of Metal Gear Rising, which is another great game. And also Platinum. So the universe is telling me, go get it, go get it. So let me ask you, what is your opinion of Astral Chain? Is it as good as the reviews. What's bad about it? Obviously, spoilers. Be careful. I probably won't stream it or anything, but if I ever do play it, I have a VOD channel that'll just like upload it to. Don't ask about when. It'll happen at some point, but I'm pretty intrigued. Pretty intrigued, and I really need to go listen to that other song now. And I wonder how many requests I have actually. Let me see. They're getting me all curious. I'm like, huh. I don't. Well, yeah, I have a few. Yeah, I have a few. Yeah. Yeah, like 10. Okay. Well, that was great. You know, totally reminded me. I love that choir sound. It's also in a song that I just heard recently from Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Genova's theme has that same thing, and it escalated that song to a different stratosphere. And it reminded me of my two favorite songs from Nier. So, yeah, I don't know what to say. It was intense as hell, and it felt like I was ascending at like a rapid pace. Very, very cool. And I can't wait to hear more. And we'll see what happens after Xenoblade. Which at the time of me saying this is mid-March. So I'll try to shoot for this game around the summer. Anyways, fantastic on both songs. Cool. Chimera Takedown and Jena Catastrophe. Let me know whatever you want to know about, let me know whatever you want to tell me about Astral Chain. And thanks again to Crispy Bacon, Ian, and Jerry Bear. Thanks to all my Patreon members that you see here. I cannot be here without them. Thanks to my Platinum members. Thanks to you for watching. My name is Jesse in the auditorium. I will see you later. Peace.